tomatoes again. The viewers seem to like the tomato picking over some of this other corn stuff I've been doing. So I'll turn this around, and I got a big pail this time, so we're gonna pick a bucket full. Okay, where's that pail? I don't know where. Let's do the inside first. Well, that one's close enough. This is when you just start picking them, when they get a little orange on the tip. So let's get some viewers. We got to have a viewer before I pick this one. Let's have a viewer. Oh, hold on. Hey, wait a minute. I'm going to switch the Wi-Fi off. Okay. No viewers. Top fans. Well, I wonder what that is. Okay. I'm going to start picking. YouTube, once you notify some, look at that. Perfect. This is a beefsteak. That was a perfectly round one. Come on. I don't want that green one. Oh, barely got it. Okay. I'm all by myself. I feel sad. I got 5G, and let's pick tomatoes. Ooh, this one's. What is that? That was. Oh, that's against the. 2 viewers. 2 viewers and 8 tomatoes. That one put out. Okay, I'm going up on these beefsteaks. 20 viewers. Well, let's keep them and let's chat. And Jackson Sasser, well, I guess #1 fan. Jackson Sasser says hi, hello, hi, bro. Yes. Okay. Let's keep picking. I might chase some people off if I don't pick. Oh, I'm gonna go up here. Here's some more beefsteaks. Well, look at that, man. I'm gonna have to get another pail. 7 viewers, 2 thumbs up. That's great. What's up? Hudson says, what's up? What's up? It's hot. It's hot in the garden. Whew. My peaches are coming in. But the deer. Yeah, I know. Deer like to get into stuff. But deer taste good, though. So you see this tomato? This is that beefsteak I just picked in the plants getting shaded out on both sides of with the corn and these other tomatoes. And but this corn's going to be cut down here in about a week, and that'll help with its sun. Ugh. Here's some more. Lord, look at these. 6 viewers. I wonder if that was about my deer comment. Yeah, I looked up my bedroom window the other day, and I think there was 3 does hanging out in the neighbor's yard. And of course I yelled at them. and they got the hell out of there fast. So they like to eat my cantaloupes late in the season. And I got groundhog problems now. They're messing my raised garden bed across the fence. And he likes tomatoes. He ate a stalk of corn. He bit into it and killed the top of it. Okay, that's almost enough for a chili pot. 3 viewers. We gotta have some viewers. What's the heck is it? Might be okay. No more chats. Just keep picking. Okay, there's another one. Ew. I can't. Well, I'm picking them just to get it done. Okay, here's another one. That's the beef. Well, I think there's another beefsteak tomato, but I'm tripping over my bricks. See, this is another beefsteak. It had its tomatoes early, but then there's a tomato up here, so let's, the little one, it's gonna have a tomato later. But hold on, what's this mess? That's on a dead limb. I'm gonna pick them, and look like a worm got a piece of that one. And next, and these are I think they're Celebration. Yeah, none on that one. Six viewers. My girl won't let me hunt the very nice local animals. She likes them too much. Yeah, I get it. Well, here I'm gonna pick my this volunteer tomato. I dug this up and I put it here because this was a cabbage row and a couple of the cabbages died, so I put volunteer tomatoes to fill out the garden. And here's starting on the Celebrations. And I'll get you before the worm gets it. It's just starting to orange up. And here's another one. Here's a big one. Okay, this is a little bit more easier to maneuver. Okay, there's not many. Not quite as many here, but the plants are still growing way up high. This one's like 6 foot something, and they'll have tomatoes for a long time. There's a lot of green ones in there, so it's a different strategy. The beefsteaks put on a lot of tomatoes, and I think they got shaded out a little bit, but they're a little bit shorter, and then they got shaded out. And here's a volunteer tomato that has a couple of these. I don't know what these are. They're kind of like grape tomatoes. They look like cherry tomatoes, but they're football shaped. So I don't know. Just ask the birds. But look at all these green ones in there. And more green ones. I don't see it. Oh, there's one right on the other side. Nice. It's been really dry the last 3 weeks. and I've been starting to water things. And are you? Oh, I'll take you anyway. Just barely ready to pick. And here's the last one of the, I don't know, hybrid tomatoes. The tomatoes that I planted in January in the house. And I put them out here in March. Had about three times there was a little frost. And they got covered and they made it. And I'm going to pick you too. And what's this one look? I don't see any up there. There's kind of one up there. There's a riper one up higher. And yeah, I'll get you. I'll leave the other one. Half full. I'm going to have to start freezing them. Looks like I'm going to have to start freezing tomatoes because I can't eat. I put them in chili and Nana eats a few. And that's okay. Where are we going? I'll go to my potted ones. I'll look at this old tomato. Nothing yet. Nothing other than the other 100 I picked off of it. Let's see if there's chats. Grow some weed. Well, it's not, yeah, it's not really legal in Tennessee. I don't think they give the go-ahead for, what do you call it, private people to do it. So, but I'm not a weed connoisseur, but if it's money involved, and I'm pretty good at growing stuff, I might do it just for fun and put it right out there next to the road, and they can't do anything about it. So I'm gonna have a nightshade berry. Oh, those are green. I hate these stems. That's a nightshade berry. It's in the tomato family. And the birds brought them in too. And they're all over the garden. Let's see. These are new tomatoes. There's nothing there. I think there was one right here. An itty bitty one on this one in the toilet tank. And I think all the other potted ones there are empty. You know, I made a maze of things getting to where I want to be. And start on these volunteer hills. I don't know. Oh. Got to find a place. There's a pumpkin growing up through here, and I don't want to step on its vines that much. Let's see. I'm going to have to go on the other side. One. Well, these are getting red. 5 viewers. My grandmother taught me to garden when I was a kid. How did you? Well, my grandmother did the same thing. And when I was real little, she'd take me out to the garden. I guess I took interest in it because it was food. And so I've been going since probably the late 1960s even. At least observing gardening. And she taught me the ropes. I'll get these up. These are cherry tomatoes that volunteered. I don't know how they got in that hill, in that group of, it was in, I got these out of a compost that the stuff from the household, and we didn't eat any cherry tomatoes last year, and they were in that group. These are just, look at the cherry tomatoes everywhere. This one's good enough, and these are ripe. I'm gonna have to pick more often. Some of these will have to go right to the fridge to keep from getting any worse. Okay, I got that side. At least one thing, this is where this hill of tomatoes, it had the first worms of the year, and I've been spraying, and I don't see any new worm damage on it, so maybe it's working. Oh, there's more down here. Oh, one. Oh, this is that strange looking one. These are the ones with the little white stripes. Seven Nation Army. They call them the Seven Nation Army tomatoes. Okay. And, ooh, that one is rotten. It probably got wormed and it got rotten. It got wormed a while ago. I'm thinking, here's another one of those. Okay. Almost looks like an apple. That one that with the stripes. Yeah, apples do look like that, certain ones. And I like to have a big version of those, so maybe Nana would try it, because when I've been cutting them up for a chili, they're a real juicy tomato, but they're small. She wants sandwich-sized tomatoes. This one here looked like a bush Goliath, the foliage. Here goes a train. Okay. I don't see any on this side of this other next plant. Oh. And here's some worm damage. I sprayed, I think I sprayed Captain Jack's dead bug brew on it, and I don't see any more damage yet. Here's a nice one. These are volunteer tomatoes, and a very nice tomato. Some of my volunteers have gotten bigger tomatoes than the regulars. I gotta keep I think I got those. Very nice. And the next hill, these are like medium-sized group. Getting very ripe. Well, these are nice, just medium-sized. That'll probably need to be fridged right off, because it's got a spot on it that's kind of iffy. And if they get real bad, I freeze them. I cut the bad part off and freeze them. Oh, here's some more on that one. Look like the same plant. Kind of cool. It's all just pretty much, we had some fence posts, and I use a iPhone cables and stuff like that, and just wrap around, and you got the tomato trellis. So 9 viewers, almost like, okay, let's see if there's no more chats, no more new ones that I can see. Yeah, okay, here's another one on this next volunteer hill. Oh, what's this one? Oh, that looks like another, that's another Cherokee Purple. I hope these others are that. Nana likes those, and I took a real nice Cherokee Purple to the neighbors and put in her little garden. And Nana likes the Cherokee Purple, so I had to ask the neighbor, can I have some of those? But I planted them, and I trellised them, so I guess I can get a little return on that. And look at this big guy. This is a volunteer tomato. Big. It's got a kind of, it's an orange. I've been seeing orange tomatoes this year. Maybe they're mixed with red and yellow, who knows. Okay, I'm gonna go weaving in the corn. Well, take a look at my corn video the other night. It was not the best. The picture quality wasn't great, but it kind of it was interesting. One-handed corn picker. Here's another. That's got a nice tomato. Got to look all around these. And here's like my first little squash that's not turning yet. I can cut that any time and take in the house. Okay. This one doesn't have any. Oh, I see a ripe one. Here's one on this celebration that I missed on the backside. Oh, there's just, yeah, when the weather's dry, they don't crack. And cracking, they'll get rotten if they get, they can crack and be okay, but let's see. No more chats, that's fine. Okay. I want some spicy chats. They're welcome. I'll look at this one. Oh yeah, that looks like a purple Cherokee. And the plant doesn't look all that great, but it's still putting up little tomatoes on it, so. Okay. Something about right here that the tomatoes don't doing is, I just have no idea. Soil, competition with this big monster marigold that hasn't even bloomed yet. So I don't know. Now I'm going down to the lower garden or the new garden that I put in last 2 or 3 years and see what tomatoes are down there. This pail's heavy. And here's some more nightshades. Ooh, here's something to eat. That's good. I see a real big one right there. Little nightshade. They're not poisonous. Oh, that tasted terrific. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go over here on this strange looking one. Oh boy, this is a journey. Okay, there's more of these. Oh boy, there's more down there. These are, I don't know what these are, the grape ones or not. I had grape ones the last couple years. The birds brought some seed in, but they were smaller. Ew, those are just borderline. I'll pick the one. Okay. Don't squish the squash. Okay. And here's the cherry tomato. It's loaded. Well, this one here is, I think that's one plant. I swear that's got to be one plant, but why is that tomato bigger in different shape? Oh boy, you can hear the cicadas. Okay. Oh boy, there's here's 3 here. And I'm picking towards dark because it's just oppressive in the daytime. Cherries. Yeah, they're just all snuck in between. I need to put an extension on this tomato stick, and I got zip ties the other day, and I take a zip tie, put 2 zip ties, and put another stick, and then just tie up the tomato. I don't have very much material to tie with anymore. I'm not going to use zip ties to tie up tomatoes if I don't have to. Okay, here's just another volunteer. This is kind of the typical volunteer tomato, with small to mediums. This one's pretty nice. I mean, that's probably a good juicy one for its. Okay, look down at the bottom and the back. Now, I'm kind of happy because I'm not seeing much for worm damage, so I'm going to keep with the Captain Jack's Bug Brew. I sprayed a whole bottle of it the other day. I got the concentrate and I mix it, and then I spray it, and I sprayed a whole bottle. I don't know, 20-ounce bottle on all the garden stuff. And here's some more volunteers. This one likes to lay on the ground. It's starting to let go of its tomato, or getting ripe. Ooh, I'll get you in the one underneath. That pail's getting full. Oh, there's more under here. Yeah, I don't like them laying on the ground because if it's wet, they'll start rotting. Let's see. Oh. This tomato likes to squish the pepper plant. Stay out of the pepper. I'll leave you. for the next pick. And here's another. Oh boy. Got 6 viewers. I don't know why. Looks like it. Okay. No more chats. Okay, here's another volunteer. I'll pick that one. These need to be pulled from the ground if it gets rainy. Well, which I don't think it's going to get rainy, but they got the locals got 70% chance. I think starting tomorrow. I don't know, through the weekend, and we've had a lot of 70% that haven't been panning out at all. It rains over there in the Smoky Mountains at Thunderhead. That's where the rain is right now. I'll just leave those. This plant was kind of funny to tie up. And it's crowding my pepper. Oh, it just went over this. It crawled on over and look, nice peppers there though. These are supposed to be bells, but they taste like a bell. They're good. And they're real pretty light green and they turn orange. I think I'm done looking at that one. And here is this one volunteer that I don't know what the deal is with the orange tomatoes this year. It may turn yellow. Maybe it'll turn yellow later. And I gotta pick that pile of cherry tomatoes. Yeah, this is the volunteer, and look at the size of some of these guys. Last year there was that one's small and it's turning, but I'll wait. It's not injured or anything. Oh. Well, maybe I'll show these. I'm not going to pick these, but these are tomatillos. I think some people call them a husk tomato. And they came in voluntarily on a bird. The bird's been bringing me some good stuff, seed-wise. And they're green. They just start green and they end up green. You peel this husk off and you rinse it off. And it's a very citrusy type fruit or vegetable, fruit or whatever. And I put them in chili. They add a little zing. They add a little zing to the chili. And I'm just using stuff up. So let's get over here to these last two volunteer plants. They don't step on stuff. And this one just likes to throw tomatoes at me. These are cool. They'll send out some blossoms, and they'll start, they'll bloom, and then they'll keep on growing more blossoms, and the later ones are small, while the other ones are getting ripe. So they're they're a real cool tomato. Dude, a lot of picking to get them enough to make something out of, but Someone had cherry tomatoes somewhere and the birds took a dump over here. That one just borderline. Okay, here's these three. That's the last of that run. And this one here, this one had 2 dozen. It had 24 tomatoes on it. And I'm about, well, one went flying. Now there you are. Is that it? I'll just let you go. Okay, I'm gonna get up where I can. I hope I didn't step on any. One thing about dry weather, the lawn doesn't grow. I don't have to mow every 2 weeks. This is the last. Oh, I'll let you go. The last one. Phew. 5 viewers. No more chats. I like to have a little bit of chat, but okay, that's my total. I'm gonna go take a photo of this and come back. Okay, it didn't scare anybody off. All right. Well, I'm done, but I got time to do a little bit more talking and looking at other things. And these are half runner beans. They're pretty much petered out. I keep watering them and they bloom a little bit, and I get a few more beans. I'll get a handful or two. That's good. And here's Nana's purple sweet potatoes, big old patch. And 4 of these, this is 6 hills of sweet potatoes, and 4 of them, what I did last fall, I just took a cutting and put in dirt and watered it and kept it watering it late in the fall, and it started growing, and I took it inside for the winter, and then I brought these out in March. But there's also 2 just potatoes that Nana didn't want because she didn't like them last year because they were kind of I dug them too late. So tomorrow I'm going to do an exploratory. I'm going to move these vines and take a trowel, and on this first hill I'm going to carefully dig around and see if there's anything there. There should be something. If they're like, let's say if they're like a banana or smaller, I probably can dig the whole patch. But I kind of want to have some of these, this growth here to cut for another, where I can overwinter them, instead of going to the store and buying them for, I don't know, the farmer's market she goes to, they're really reasonable on their starter plants. So it's an option to do that again, or grow my own. So, and I'm going to get up really early at dawn, and I hope dig around a sweet potato. And then I got to do some watering. And here is some. This is interesting. This is a flat Dutch cabbage, but it may have crossed with a Jersey Wakefield because it doesn't have the flat Dutch It's not flat. And here's a Jersey Wakefield cabbage. And let's see. Okay, I think I took a leaf or two off of that because it was getting moldy, but it looks good now. What I like to do is cook cabbage with Polish sausage and add seasonings and brown sugar, and it's really good. And I got so much other stuff to eat that these are kind of on the back burner, but I have to watch these cabbages for deterioration. And here is some squash. Nana bought a squash that was really sweet, and I suggested growing them. Where is that? Ooh, that's a dead deer fly. Okay, there's a female bud, so we're probably going to get a squash here within a month for her she likes to do it in the hot pot or the hot pot grill, to be more specific. And here's this one was when I put them in the planters, put 2 seeds in each planter, but this one here was a single one in one planter, but it's a weaker, smaller vine, so have no idea what's going on there. It'll do its thing, I hope, by November. And here's my carrot row that I probably should have been digging them weeks ago, but there's so much stuff to eat. I'm been wanting to make a stew. I got some neck bones. I want to make neck bone stew with taters, onions, and I'll use some tomato juice and carrots. And I've been wanting to do that. So here, I got to bring my toddler here, my pail. It doesn't walk by himself. So as I go through. Okay, no more chats. I'm in wanting to chat. But I got viewers, and I need some thumbs up. Okay. And here is my other bean, climbing bean. And this one is, I don't know what type they are. There was a bean that grew on the other fence 2 years ago, and it took up the whole fence like this is, and it grew a whole heck of a lot of the beans in a drought. I just let it go. I said, "Are you going to quit putting beans out?" And it was dry for 2 months or so, and it kept putting beans on until the frost about. And this one, I'm keeping it watered because it's been so hot and dry. And lately, oh, there's a bean there. See, I'm going to have to go through here and get the very few beans that are on here right now, about a couple days. And, I could put them I can sneak them in a chili pot if there's not that many. So, and here is my, on this side of the fence is my raised garden beds. And I got corn there. And I got volunteer tomatoes that the groundhogs have been eating on. And I've been trying to protect them a little bit, but I don't think he was here today. And there's cabbage there. A couple, I think I started with 7. A couple of them died, and then another one, the groundhog bit it so low that it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna put out any leaves, so it's probably done. So I got 4 cabbages, and I want to see how they do, because last year I grew cabbage through the winter, and we had cabbage on New Year's Day from the garden. And here's a big pumpkin. That was, I think there was 5 vines, and this is the 5th vine that he's putting a pumpkin on finally. All right. That phone call paused the video. And they sent a voicemail. Might check it later. Okay, cantaloupe. This one looks really. This is a good looking one. I've cut one already, and it's. Oh, this one's turning. That one will be. That'll be ripe in a few days. And the hot weather hasn't been doing this stuff any favors either. I've been watering it. Okay. Come on, pal. Come on. Well, I'll go. I don't know. I'll look at. And here is butternut squash, and these nightshades took over the whole garden, but they're yummy. And it got some if I can move that. No, this is all tied up. The butternut squash vines climb these nightshades, and they drop their squash and they're upright. They're kind of cute. Where that is. And here's a little butternut that just bloomed a few days ago, and it's growing. They're still putting on. Okay. And here's my lone decent watermelon. I've been having bad luck with watermelons the last couple years. I think this year the nightshades shaded them out or took the nutrients or whatever. And there's one down there that's split. It probably won't keep. So this is the watermelon hill, and the nightshades are all over it. And here's some giant Marconi peppers. And I think we're going to take, Nana wants to take, wow, there's a big one there. That one over there those are pretty big. And she kind of wants some red, but then she says, let's just take one that's big and green, and we're going to put it on the grill. We got like a gas grill for like an Asian type grill, and we grill meat on it and stuff. And we're going to try peppers. It's great with onions, so I think peppers and onions together with a little seasoning, that's going to be good. So and keep on moving up. And here's my assortment of volunteer, mostly vine plants, a watermelon, a mystery squash. We don't know what kind of squash it is. I Googled it and it said yellow squash. We'll see. A volunteer tomato. And this was supposed to be a wild cabbage. It's still got a leaf there, but a bug ate some of it, and it's not growing. And this is the stuff that grew in with the this was a 3 onion rows, and I put this assortment of plants here. They're volunteer, and I brought them over. These 3 here kind of look like butternut squash. That'd be fine. And here's another watermelon. And here is my this is my 5th corn. My 5th planting of corn. Gosh, it's probably only like 3 weeks old, and it's knee high. 3 weeks since I put the seed in the ground, or even less time. So this time of year, corn really grows, and I pretty much watered it to this stage because it hasn't really rained much on it. And here's more cabbage. This one here I'm gonna have to take first because it had some moldy leaves, and I took them off, and then it kind of got sunburnt. I just got to keep an eye on it. And this one here has got bug damage or something and some mold, and I got to watch it. And here is, that one's forming a head. These are these down here are, these are volunteer flat Dutch cabbage, and they came out of the leaf pile because I threshed out the seed, and I knew there was going to be cabbage somewhere, and that's what happened. That's fine. Well, here, back to the tomatoes we just picked. It's no need looking at them. 8 viewers, that's fine. I need some chats. And that's fine. Need some thumbs up and some subscribers. Subscribe to the tomato grower. And here's my third corn I picked the other night, and I made a video up for YouTube. And I'm gonna pick some more that's ready tomorrow night. And I'll probably won't video it. That was chaotic. But knowing me, I'll probably do it. I might do it. I might video it, picking corn again. Back to that group of tomatoes. And here's my watering cans, and this is creek water. I lay on my belly and I reach over and get creek water for all these. 2 gallons is twice a day. 2 gallons is enough to keep these plants here in these pots going. And I just go down and get creek water. I'm using enough water from the well or from the city. And we'll just go over here. Oh, that's nice. He's getting big. This pumpkin plant grew like 30, 40 feet before it even put pumpkins on. And one already I cut and took in the house this morning. It was all yellow. It was ready. And there's one here. And there's another one there. And there could be more as the season goes. It started right here, right down there, and it grew all the way up there, and that's when it decided, well, I'm going to decide to put some pumpkins on for you. And it would have the female blossoms. They would like fail, not fertile, and they would and there was one time there was one like a big as a softball, and it failed. Usually that doesn't happen. And then finally it decided to put some pumpkins on. And here is a different group of volunteer squash or pumpkins mixed. And there's a bunch of, I need to kind of peek through there and see where they're at. Where is one of those? I don't even know where my stuff is. Here's one that just bloomed. It might take, I don't know. And where's one of my boards? I put a board under the pumpkins to keep them from rotting. See, this one here, it's starting to turn, so I probably can just cut that any time. It looked like it got a little sunburn. Okay. And here's a little squash pumpkin. Look, kind of looks like more of zucchini. If the family would just start eating the ones I bring in, I would cut that and bring in, and they can cook it. But I got two in there. They haven't used yet. I think they're going to use them maybe this Friday. I don't know. And here's this lonely hill of squash pumpkins, and I think there's two on it. And I think they're part, yeah, the leaves look like it. They're part acorn squash mixed in with something else. And a tomato decided to come too. I would just dig up, I'd take a shovel and I would dig a gob of dirt that had a bunch of volunteer stuff in, put in the ground, water it, keep it watered. And and all this vinage, that's don't count that one. That one just came, that was a single plant that came up by the post. And this one too. This one came up in the bean row, and if it was gonna compete with the beans, I would have hoed it out, but the beans are probably about finished, so I just let it go. And I remember there was a rotten in the spring when I planted the beans. There were some seeds there, some pumpkin seeds, and I knew, oh well, I know very well there's going to be one growing there or several, and that's what happened. Okay. 4 viewers. And the neighbor's ducks. Where's the other duck? It's supposed to be 3. Usually they're in the same. Where's your other duck? I'm curious now. Oh, he's over here. Yeah. 2 mallards and a mixed duck. Quack, quack, quack. Okay. Well, I'm going to go in the house with these tomatoes. And I have this weird plant. We looked online and found out what it was. It's supposed to be an invasive weed. And it's cool. The leaves in the daytime are flat. At nighttime it folds up. It's pretty cool. I can't remember what it... I thought it was a peanut or something. But it's not a peanut. And it's not... I don't think it's got edible fruit for humans. It's supposed to be some kind of a pod plant. But it's growing in this drought. It said it's drought resistant. And it's growing in the drought. I'm leaving it to its own devices. If it just dies, well, it died. Okay. My corn lights are lit up. I got a few little solar lights in the corn to keep varmints out. It's probably more of a good luck charm than anything. Okay, I'm going 8 viewers. I'll just keep going. I'm going to take these in. I take my tomatoes in and put on the table. Got about, I don't know what that is, 8 times 3, could be 25 pounds of tomatoes. And go in the house. Oh, that one's locked. My son, he took out the garbage and he locks the door. I go to the other door. Where it's, the heat index is not 90 degrees, more like 65. 9 viewers, well. Yeah. It's Tomato Man. I'm on YouTube. I know. It's fun. What? What do you need? What do you mean by pulling your bed out? Well, I'm gonna put this down, and I think you chased everybody off. Chased everybody. Pull your bed out. Oh, it was yeah out there. It dropped out. All right. Anything else? Well, if I go, I mean, I might not. I'm not promising. What?
Don't wait until noon. Get in here and get it done.
What if I come in at noon?
What are you doing out there till noon?
I'm gonna do some watering and I'm gonna go to the sweet potatoes and see if they're ready to dig. But I'm gonna see if they're ready, not dig the whole.
Why can't you do that at 6 a.m. when we're leaving like you do half the time?
It takes an hour to do this stuff. Alright. Good night. Good night. Boy. I picked up viewers, and when they're looking at the floor, almost like there's no more chats. I think I got bots watching. I think it's bots. I bet this ain't gonna fit. All these tomatoes with my other ones.
Are you still live?
Yes. Need. I did your thing. Ooh. I'm gonna put that in the fridge. These Cherokee, these purple Cherokees are soft. You can't tell if they're rotten or they just ripe. Well, I think it's really ripe. That's what I think. I don't think it's rotten yet. Oops. Always turn the ones where the stem is off. You turn them down. This is gonna really chase off the viewers. Oh boy. One thing about cherry tomatoes, it takes a lot of. Gotta just gather them up. Okay. They look good. Oh, good. We got a chat. Yeah, they're looking good because when it's rainy, they like to split and they get fungus. They get all kinds of problems and they'll rot. But these are just, they may be all different sizes. Now this one here, this one go in the fridge. Eight viewers, okay. Gee, I could have put that one. Well, I'm gonna put the split ones here at the corner and then gather them up when I'm done. See, this is the, oh, good. This is the 16th of July. Last year on the 17th, I think I bagged 10 gallon bags of tomatoes and froze. But this year we're behind quite a bit. I think there's less large tomato plants as part of it. They were real weedy. We happened to go to Australia, and I left a garden for 3 weeks unattended. We came back, and the garden was great after I cleaned it up. Little tomatoes. Now here's another split. Now these splits are probably, I've been watering them, so they make them split. They'll split tomatoes too. But if you water them evenly, like if it quits raining and you know you better get watering, because if you just let them go dry for a long period and then you start watering them a lot, then they'll probably split a lot more. So I got on the watering pretty quick, and last year was the same. It quit raining. This year it might quit raining for another couple months, even though the forecast is for rain. Pretty good chance of rain. Okay, this one's split too, but it might be kind of on. And here's another split one that 8 viewers. No, well, natural fertilizer. And I do spray them. Well, I spray them with an organic Captain Jack's. I've been spraying with Captain Jack's bug, what do you call it? Dead bug brew. And I've had pretty good luck with the worms on tomatoes. They call them hornworms. And I don't have the patience to hunt through 20 tomato plants and find the worm. If I see some damage, I'll spray it, and I have pretty good luck. This one is split. It goes there, and we can't grow shit down here. Where's down here? We can't grow shit down here. Where's that at? Antarctica? I'm curious. Mexico. Oh, well, yeah, that's probably a challenge. Is that in Texas? Well, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California. Yeah, I get that. Because when you get maybe 3 inches of rain a year, Texas, okay, it's probably West Texas, probably in the, what do they call that? The last part of, I don't know what they call it. My Texas geography is kind of lacking. Big Bend, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that's too bad. Well, I don't know. I pondered growing growing a garden. I've never been in that kind of environment where there's less than, let's say, 10 inches of rain, and you would probably have to collect water in a cistern and then like pump it out all year around to grow something. Or you do have if you have the soil. What is it, acidic, or it's got the wrong pH or